Phoenix Suns basketball is sponsored by FanDuel, America's #1.
That always does seem to be the case, right?
More.
A good national
Michelob
anthem.
Ultra. Worth it.
Nah.
Fry's Food Stores.
A bad one
Fresh for
to the
everyone.
end.
And by Gila River Resorts and
To
Casinos,
the
achieve
end.
legendary status. So you do you at Gila River
What's
Resorts
good?
and Casinos.
Suns Valley. What's good, Suns Valley podcast? How's my people doing? Back from Japan. Oh, was I in the Congo? Oh, whatever. Cambodia, Congo, Japan.
It wasn't bad. It was, just kind of fun.
Well, honestly, I just be from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm everywhere and anywhere. Yeah, that's true. But then I went to Japan after. That's a mini side vacation. Gabe's muted apparently.
I didn't say nothing.
Talking about
When I was muted, I wasn't even saying nothing.
I was referencing Kendrick, but you blew it. What you talking about? You supposed to be talking about me.
Wow.
But you missed it.
Color me white. Okay.
Color you white.
Guys, hit
You
the
know who I
like
miss
button,
right now?
please.
You know who I miss right now? That desk is looking a little empty. If you know what I'm saying right now. Looks like there should be one Sophie Cunningham there right now, but guess
They
what?
need to
She's
get her
not part of the
back.
exciting. No, they're not getting her back.
Like,
They betrayed us, bro.
I'm talking
They
like
betrayed
after
us,
her
bro.
career, you know, bring her back and have her
She's
do.
in a better place. Okay, she's
commentary.
she's in a market that is definitely going to appreciate her services.
That's true. She is with the most exciting white.
They ain't scared.
You know. So, last couple games you were gone, we completely shit the bed, as you know.
Yeah, I saw the Celtics game. That was rough.
I mean, that one was an absolute abortion of a game. Okay. Next game, it was like a lower tier beatdown.
And you get these
The
VIPs,
same energy.
please.
Oh, we got a bunch of people begging in playback for VIPs without saying anything, just coming in saying, "Give me what I want." Interesting. Very
Give
shocking.
me what I want.
I'm very
now.
shocked that there's Freddy freeloaders in playback
Ready freeloader.
demanding something for free.
That's what we're calling them from now on. The Freddy freeloading
Mhm.
crew.
Almost everybody has them. We got like maybe 5 more we got to pull. No Beal again tonight? Is that what we're doing? This dude's really trying to sit out the rest of the season.
Good. Let him sit out the rest of the season, bro.
He's trying to sit out the rest of the season so he don't have to play no more.
Sit
he
out
could
the
still
rest
smile
of the
every day.
season.
I'm smiling every day. Bitch, didn't anybody ask you if you're smiling on a day-to-day basis? Nobody asked you that.
Don't need Bradley Beal. Yeah. Didn't need him then.
Certainly.
Don't need him now.
Oops. You forgetting they're playing copyright music every 2 seconds. All right, a few more VIPs here.
There a podcast dedicated to trolling Beal? Yeah, we could do that, but we're not going to. I just feel like that's not our play.
He's in my freaking doghouse.
So Colin Gillespie has earned himself the starting spot. It's almost like we mentioned this in the beginning of the season that he had the potential.
Mm-hmm. And got laughed at a little bit.
Yeah, laughed at.
No big deal.
It's like we know the whites. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We wanted a Kolick. We found a Kolick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Kolick would have been starting by now?
Possibly.
Maybe sooner. You know who I was thinking about today? Does anybody know what's going on with our guy, Nas Little Nas X? Is he still in the league? I haven't seen him anywhere.
Nasir, that's a good question.
Because I was thinking about how Monte Morris picked 23 and how dope it would be to be on the Suns and be number 23, because I was thinking about Cam Johnson and, like, who's rocking Cam Johnson's number now? And then I was thinking, like, remember when Nas came in and he took 25 and we were like, you really want to be rocking Mikhail's number like that? Like, you really want to?
And he said, yeah, I do.
And then got booted. Here we go, folks.
The easier it is for Devin and KD. It's not that you're taking something.
80 watching, hit the like button. Sundo's here. Racism's not allowed anymore because
yes,
you can only be racist against light brights. All right?
Playing with superstars, that balance sometimes
Book.
in their mind feeling like they're being selfish.
Downhill.
By not taking the shots yourself.
Whoa.
Reverse lay is good over
like
Brooks.
Aggressiveness.
Codes here already chewing his sarcastic popcorn.
He had on Friday night.
And the Rockets went basically man
That was your
man, no
that was your
help.
code pressure, your code rim
See how
pressure
that
code.
continues.
What you wanted.
What he wanted.
Their intense rivalry, if you will, battle, dating back to
Tyler, I'm looking for you here. See if I can find a VIP. There's got to be one available.
But he has been one of the significant pieces for this Rockets team that
Rockets.
ending a playoff drought after 4 seasons.
Shingun floater, ugly floater.
Mid-range shorts.
Oh, good. Con Gillespie with the rebound, bringing the ball up the court. Con Gillespie hands off to Booker. Nope, doesn't. Hands off to Nick Richards instead. Nick Richards dribbles out of the paint. Hands off to Gillespie. Gillespie driving. Gillespie reverse. No good. Out of control. Rebound. Brooks kicks. Brooks for three. Gets it.
Sonny, am I misremembering? Do you have your own real man situation going on here
with the VIP?
Mm-hmm.
But he's back to shooting the ball more this year.
39% from
Get that
downtown of the
scoreboard
season.
working.
Durant jumper. No good. Rebound Shingun dog.
Shingun also had 10
It up.
rebounds.
Thompson.
Against Utah.
Dylan Brooks, pump fake. Brooks, pump fake. Stop, step, floater. Good. I cannot believe he hit that. Cannot believe he hit that.
Now Brooks senses it. He's going to be aggressive.
Gillespie. Dunsky, top of the key. Pick. He drives, kicks to Richards. Out of control. Ball stolen. That's 2 turnovers by your Phoenix Buns. And Shingun dunks.
I didn't know Shingun could hop like that.
The ball, dunks the ball, 7-2. Already looking not so good for your Phoenix Suns. Booker for 3 hits. Thank you, Booker.
And laces the early 3. Thompson took a shot as he went down to one knee. You got another good sign for Booker.
Van Vliet.
No, Cordy, I think I'd rather be 35 and bald than 55 with hair.
Smith. Or Green, my bad.
I don't
Step
care
back.
that much about hair. Like
Oh,
having
good.
my own hair. Like
Rebound
I used to.
KD. KD driving. KD pulling up. Gives it to Booker. Booker pulls 3. Heat check short. Saw that coming from a mile away. Durant gets the rebound. Durant in the paint. Euro. Floater. Duransky.
Got
Good.
it. Book back at the 3-point line. Like, hey, hit me again. Let me try again. No. Okay, we're going to the rim here.
Cover a lot of ground with that.
Green. Brooks. He's going to drive. Step back. Pump fake.
I swear,
he misses
bro.
that one, but
That's like a move you do against your big brother because he's too tall for you and you're just trying to get the ball up over him.
Gillespie running point. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let him facilitate. Kicks to Durant. Durant. Fader. Good.
know?
See what happens when you have a point guard that can see the floor and pass the ball to the man he needs to pass to. How things work. Wow. Thompson with a spin move on Durant, though.
That was pretty.
Arguably the quickest guy in the league with the ball, with a quick move.
100 watching, guys. Hit that like button. Let's have a big stream tonight. KD downhill. Drops it off to my guy who must lead the NBA in missed dunks. Honestly,
Green.
he misses so many.
Low by done. Tries to pass it. Shingun ends up getting it. Brooks on fake. Steps to the side. 3. Short. But guess what? Thompson's there for a gift in his hands as an offensive rebound.
No.
Booker.
That's crazy.
So. Maybe at home you'll get that assist.
Booker.
Turnover.
What's new?
Bro, those shoes that Ryan Dunn are wearing and Dylan Brooks are wearing, they're like minimum $500. You can't find them for less than $500.
They are in the NBA, so good for them.
I know. It's just I'm jealous. I want those damn reverse. Actually, those are Grinches. Those are Grinch Kobe's. They might be just $500.
And Durant almost hit that shot, and I just want to tell you how crazy that shot that he just took actually was in reality.
Why?
Because did you not like his feet? He literally set. He went to go drive. He wasn't set, so literally he had his.
I didn't.
You know what I mean? Like he wasn't set, so he literally shot with his one foot in front of the other, not in a set shot, and it still almost went in.
Green back to Thompson for 3. Not a shooter yet. Misses. Book screen from Rich.
Oh my gosh,
Pitch to Gillespie for 3. Left it short. What a finger roll.
I like it done.
Not many plays are going to be run for him, so just move.
Blob says, oh my God, Sundo is here.
Yeah.
Sometimes those flights back from the Congo, you know, they take a while.
Brooks hits that dude. Who does he think he is, Michael Jordan?
How many rebounds? How many offensive rebounds is Amen Thompson going to get?
An excellent rebounding team offensively. You've got to block them out.
Well, he's got that second jump.
I'm so ready for this team to just.
Scott Gillespie hit the 3.
Oh shit, Amen's hurt down there.
Yeah, hitting the balls.
And might see shades.
He's fine.
Sean Marion. And Thompson still down on the deck. Houston with a timeout. It's a 1-point Phoenix lead.
He's limping a little bit, so maybe not. I don't like to see that. It's a good young baller right there.
So have you listened to the new Drake shit?
No. Why would I do that?
I haven't either. I was just wondering if it's good.
I just feel like the moment that you look it up on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you use to stream your services, you're automatically put on a sexual predator list.
I don't think that happens. But I will say this.
I'm not doing that.
I don't believe that he's not paying people to say nice things about him on Twitter. I don't believe it. Like I feel like there's a coordinated attempt to fix his image. The way I see people treating him, it's like LeBron stance. How no matter what LeBron does, says, whatever, they would never criticize him. They'll always act like he's
anybody. I just think there's.
You think there's that many free Drake fans?
Yeah, bro.
So they just weren't paying attention. They had their head in the sand.
Like DJ Academics, still a Drake stan to this day. Okay,
but he's
like
even
academics won't even admit.
Kind of like
Drake also has a lot of fans, bro. It just is what it is. Like, there's a lot of people out there that just like. Yeah, it's like the KDs, right? Like you mentioned, like KD fans are KD fans. Like they ain't going. Like you cannot say nothing about KD. They get mad. There's nothing KD can do wrong. That's Drake fans. And LeBron. Speaking of which, what's going on with this LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith beef that I didn't get to see?
So much is going on with it, bro. So much.
Like I heard that LeBron went on. Pat McAfee aired him out. And then Stephen A. Smith hit him back on his show talking about he lying. See, Anthony, you're proving my point, my guy.
See? Can't even talk about the hypotheticals.
You must be a Drake fan, too.
You know? We're just talking about their fan bases, goated. Their fan bases.
Yes,
their
fan base
of like
is what we're saying.
The way that they, you know, the way that they leave Britney alone.
He said I'm a Drake fan. See?
Okay.
See?
Yeah. Anthony, he turned his ankle. Anthony, I was a huge Drizzy fan, but Anthony, did you not pay attention? I'm not talking
I was
about
never a Drizzy fan.
I'm not talking about whether or not Drake got out-rapped. That's not the point. The point is Drake is a weirdo to young women. Are you okay with that, Anthony? Say yes or no. I don't want to hear nothing else about Drake. Just yes or no, I'm okay with him going after young women. That's all I need to know.
He said he's okay.
He said I'm okay with it.
At least he's consistent, dog. He's consistent, dog. Let the boy be consistent, bro.
Wow. See, that's a level of fandom that I can't get with. I don't respect him being down with pedos. I don't.
He's consistent.
Consistently a pedo.
He says he's trolling. I'm
consistently
trolling.
A pedo.
Like, don't put me on the list, FBI. Don't put me on the list.
For real.
He didn't hide behind the defender.
I'll get Elon Musk on you, lickety split.
No, you won't. Elon Musk.
He's busy.
I saw one of the funniest stickers on the back of a Tesla, and me and Courtney laughed so bad I had to laugh. So it was a sticker. I guess it was either a magnet or whatever on the bumper, and it says, "I bought this before I knew how horrible he was."
Well, that's because they don't want their own liberals to slash their car because that's how they treat people that think differently than them.
It's so funny to me.
They're like, no, I think like you. Don't vandalize me. Don't vandalize me. Go vandalize someone else because that's how we treat people that are different than us.
Either way,
we vandalize their property.
Sticker, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I wish somebody would vandalize my property. Ryan done an airball. I got a lot on my mind, man. Somebody please vandalize my property. Find out real quick.
And why is that easier to adjust, at least in your mind?
What a lay. I thought that was going in from green. No good.
Kind of shots in your career where
This is on serious note. The only reason I still like Drake is because it was a rap beef. I don't believe anything without evidence.
Anthony, so you refuse to listen to the evidence. There's plenty of evidence. If we need to walk you through it during halftime, we can do that.
I mean,
plenty of evidence. Plenty of damning evidence. Plenty of damning evidence. Bro, it's not about whether or not you act on it. It's knowing what's in your heart.
That's sounding a little lefty.
No. Words are enough when it comes to being a pedo. I know he's into young girls.
Okay.
From what he said. Remember when he was on stage? He had that girl on stage.
High school pics. She was even bad then. Yes, I know.
Not that.
I know.
Not that. First of all, that's bad too. A 30-year-old man telling a girl she looked good in high school, creepy. Bringing a high school girl on stage and saying, damn, you look so good. Wait a minute, how old are you? 16? Oh, shit. Oh, but you still look good. Damn, you still look good. Creeper. That's when you walk away and say, get off the stage. My bad. Whoops, whoops, whoops. You don't keep grinding on her and kissing on her. No. Metro, that girl was 18. Metro, you're 10 years old. All right? And 18 to you comes across as like a 42-year-old.
Allegations.
On who?
Tell Whitney when I hit her, it'll be a lot safer.
There's no evidence of that at all. No evidence of that at all.
There's no evidence of Drake being charged.
Let's not forget the fact that he was grooming 11. Okay?
Look,
he's
listen.
Literally grooming
I am playing
11.
devil's advocate.
But again, this cannot be stagnant.
No, evidence matters, and I'm saying I have evidence on Drake. I have evidence on tape.
You was even bad then.
What do you think he meant when he said that that high school parking lot was looking like Magic City parking lot. What do you think that means?
Players are always
Why would you say that about a high school group of girls that they look like Magic City strippers?
Oso, one free throw
Pedo.
good. Makes the second. Good for Oso.
Millie did not deny that stuff, Trevor. Millie did not deny that stuff. She's the one that accidentally outed him by saying, yeah, he's so nice to me. He texts me all the time. He knows I'm 13. He tells me that he's gonna give me boy advice. Creeper. He helps me. He mostly talks about boy stuff with me. He mostly talks with me about dating. Pedo.
That's weird.
I wish it weren't so. I wish your hero
Hey,
wasn't
my
a pedo.
goodness, Grey Goose. What
That
a
was
freaking
nice.
drive.
Finally, he gets a bucket.
White fluff lights.
He's out there to score the ball and be a threat, and he has to be.
These Drake people were just like,
That's a weak foul call.
I don't hear it. He makes good music. I like to dance to it.
Who likes to dance to Drake?
Challenge it, Shingo.
Anthony.
Leave my guy Anthony out of it, okay? Don't throw at my guy Anthony, bro.
I mean, I can't tell you how big I was on Drake. Truly.
Oh, I know.
Loved Drake.
Freaking that
I
man.
even thought Drake was winning at times during the beef. There were small times where I thought, wow, like he's really
There
holding
was
his
only
own.
one time that you thought maybe, just maybe, and that was during Family Matters. That's it. And the moment that he said, Ninja, I said it, I know you mad, blah, blah, blah. That was it. That was the only time. And then as soon as Meet the Grams came out, over. Done. And you know the crazy part about that is that came out that night, and I was like, oh, man, that was a good track. Let me go to sleep. That was a mistake.
Right.
Because I went to bed, and literally 20 minutes later, I mean, I fell asleep quick, too, because I thought, man, that's actually a good track from Drake. Pretty decent comeback. Still don't think he did enough, but good comeback, right? And then bump. All right, quit looking at S tier.
It would listen, when it comes to S tier, it would take a United Nations binding resolution to remove me.
Western Night, huh?
Okay?
I'm back at home right now.
Binding resolution to remove me from that eliteness.
You see, don't feel like
I'd die in it, is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, his numbers speak for himself, right? So I can't really be like, if someone's like Drake is one of the GOATs, I can't be like, no, because his numbers speak for himself.
Drake can be very, very enjoyable. I've gone to a Drake concert. It was fucking awesome. I went to Drake versus Lil Wayne. It was amazing in Dallas. Like, I've got a couple of Drake shirts from his concerts that I never wear because I don't want to be wearing Epstein clothes around my house or in public. All right?
We don't try to think so much. We're just playing out.
Our Mountain American Credit Union, the exclusive home of the Suns card. And you can see why it is so ultra important already.
Look at these standings, bro. It's Jover.
With Dallas having won, Sacramento continuing to struggle.
Plenty of evidence, Trevor. Plenty of evidence that you don't want to hear about because you like your boy Drakey. Okay? Plenty of evidence.
He said we've all tried to have the appropriate awareness of the standings and the appropriate conversations. He said we know where we're at, and we just have to go out and play. We have to find a way to win, but everyone understands
First free throw, good.
where we're at right now, and there have been good conversations about it. Now we just have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, I really like Cole. I think Cole is just as talented as Kendrick. I think they're on the same level.
Season right now.
Yeah.
They're going on the road for 3 games. They're going to play Milwaukee.
No? Cole's special, bro.
Cole is special.
But Then you got to go to Boston. You got to go to New York. So you got to take care of your home business.
Jabari Smith with a nice turnaround.
Well, we're not down much. Doesn't it kind of feel like this season's just over and we're just forced to
Yes.
watch extracurricular basketball?
Durant way outside. Big check by
Durant out to Goose, up to the top of the key to Tyus. No good. Ooh, good steal there from Martin. My guy Cody for 3. Grey Goose, no good.
Thompson just hits the brakes, gets the pull-up, so that ankle looking just fine. Thank you very much.
Too easy, too. You got to go up and
Tyus, screen from Oso. Pulls the 3. All right, Tyus, that's enough out of you, sir. Thanks. It was fun. It was cute. It was really adorable. But we're going to go ahead and go a different way.
Has nearly had the steal there. It was 0 of 2 from downtown. A loss on Friday at Minnesota.
The 3 is a streaky shot, and Tyus is good at balancing that rhythm to get into the paint.
I mean, it's not like I won't listen to Drake. When Drake comes on, I still bob my head. I still bob my head because it's that good. But I always remember, like Michael Jackson. What am I going to not listen to Michael Jackson after all the allegations? It's like, I don't go out of my way to listen to Drake, you know?
And they push Steven Adams. And Steven Adams
That's
said,
all I'm saying.
if they can't push you out of bounds, we'll give you $1 million.
Javier says, "Who y'all looking at with the 30th pick?" By the way, I need to look into that. We need to put a list together of 30th pick players we can look at for the draft. Talk to Torrey Jones a little bit. Talk to Ramp a little bit. Goose to Tyus. Şengün guarding. Should be able to drive past him. Kicks it to Goosey. Tyus left-handed to the rack. Floater loses control. That's 3 missed Tyus shots in a row on consecutive possessions. Jabari Smith with the bang out. One of the Suns is still on the floor out of bounds after trying to block it.
Jabari Smith Jr. Where's Tari Eason not playing tonight?
Durant to Martin. Martin wisely doesn't shoot it. Gets it to Oso for the floater, and he leaves it short. A rare Oso floater miss.
3-second differential between the shot and the game clock as Thompson will slow it down. Thompson already 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
Javier, you'll probably get that, man. Spin move from Şengün out to Holiday. Aaron Holiday. King West, let me try to find you one, brother.
Final seconds ticking down, but a blocking foul will be charged on Thompson with just 1 second remaining.
Yeah, but that's only their second team foul.
A quick substitution here as Kevin Durant looks like he's going to check in. Does so.
Every possession.
There we go.
So you got to get your scores back in.
Code going at Torrey. Your boy Code going at your boy Torrey.
I'm wondering why is Devin taking the ball to bounce? Like,
no.
the purpose.
Waffles, yeah. I mean, what's he got right now? 7, yeah. 8, yeah. He'll get it. Maybe. Ooh, that would have helped if he could have got that off in time.
Shot away the defense by Smith.
I mean, he can. He can definitely get it. It just depends on how it all shakes out. Yeah, this is like, what, 3 games in a row minimum we've given up 30 points in the first quarter?
Ridiculous. I mean, I haven't been here, but
Cordy, I'm actually a big Tory Lanez fan. I do like Tory Lanez.
Free Tory.
For the same reason I like Drake initially. I appreciate rappers that can sing their own hooks. I think it's a flex. Okay? It's really cool when you're like a top-tier rapper and a top-tier hook singer. Why I like T-Pain so much. All right. It's why Sundo's career is so respected. The man raps and sings.
And there was a brawl during the Timberwolves.
Really? Dang, 7 players ejected? That's a brawl. That's a brawl. Anthony says, so who's y'all's rapper GOAT? What do you got, Sundo?
GOAT?
Mm-hmm. West goes, Eminem, I'm white.
I mean, solid take for him.
He's up there. He's definitely top 5. My favorite rapper, if I gotta be completely honest, can I be real?
Be real, son.
Can I be real?
Be real, son.
Blizzard Man.
Yay, they don't know about that Blizzard Man.
Blizzy B.
On the 1s and 2s.
Okay. Blizzard Man.
They don't know anything about
Anthony
that
says,
man.
Who the F's the
Blizzard
Blizzard Man, bro?
They don't know
You're
who Blizzard
embarrassing,
Man,
bro.
Oh my gosh, man.
Maybe
Oh,
I'll have to.
Blizzard
I'll
Man
play
is,
some
bro.
Blizzard Man at halftime.
Man, he
All
don't know who
right?
Blizzard Man is. It's crazy.
Unbelievable. It just shows how little you know about rap. If you don't know about Blizzy B.
Oh man.
Thank you, Justice. We gotta teach these YNs. All right.
They climbed to number 2 in the Western Conference standings behind Oklahoma City.
We'll just have Royce in there guarding their center.
Up with a foul on Royce O'Neal making his first appearance tonight, joined by Cody Martin, Oso Ighodaro, Tyus Jones, and Devin Booker.
I don't even want to know what French rap sounds like, Luis. I can't even
Is it anything
imagine.
like English rap? Pop in the drop top.
Jeff Green.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, bro.
He had D&P in 4 straight, but he played well last time.
Getting busy, mate.
These clubs
Get
got
in.
together. So Ime Udoka use that maybe as part of his
Either way, Jeff F.
wheel inside.
Yeah, he's going to spin the opposite direction wherever he drives. It's just automatic with him. It's not
Corner
easy to
3,
stop.
pump fake from Royce.
Sidestep 3
That's
on
so
the way.
pretty, but no good.
He was nearly perfect in the game Friday night.
Mo Dizzle, I think I got you one, brother.
7 threes, part of his 21-point outing. On the kick, Green lines it up. And
Well,
it's
I thought we had a chance.
In this game,
Now
we'll
it's-
still have a chance. We'll still do a Fugazi. We can still get a Fugazi going.
for Jeff Green. It seems
Yeah,
Still do Fugazi, huh?
2 for 10 ain't helpful, all right? Being 20% from 3 while they're 50% ain't getting her done. Royce pump. Over to Tyus. We've got a nice 3-guard lineup, everybody. A nice small 3-guard lineup. And don't you worry, Aaron Holiday will beat the shit out of Tyus Jones' 3-point shot.
No penetration. You gotta get
English
the
music is
penetration
overrated,
to defense, at least.
my boy Luis
Then you can find
David
guys
says.
open. Right now, passing
You know how
the
he
ball
feel
with
about
no
that.
cuts and no dribble penetration is going to get you in trouble.
Aaron Holiday in his 7th season. Of course, spent a cup of coffee.
Tyus.
Uniform, and Jones
Good from 3. Hand in the face.
has a shooting eye.
There's Quartz in the chat. Hola.
What up, Courts?
Bonita chica. Did I say that wrong? Gabe, you tell me.
That right that time. He played
I
that
didn't even hear it.
spin
I was busy looking at your boy Cody Morton.
Nice job of hanging onto the rock that time. Gets it to the hands of Tyus. Now gets a switch.
It's funny, I made a video, 2 videos ago.
Gets the shot.
I said
A whistle and a foul.
Cody Martin, but I accidentally said Caleb Martin, so I had to
That
cut it
worked
out.
fine.
I was like,
Sometimes
whoops.
the Suns might have the mismatch
Wrong
that they
brother.
They want and they still run a 2-man game. That's a good shot from Devin there. Tyus has Şengün on him. To me, clear it out and penetrate, man. Find somebody. Like, make him move his feet.
Ugh, free throw no good for Book.
Rare miss at the free throw line, especially here at home for Book, shooting a 91% on the season. Şengün works his way deep into the paint.
Şengün, how did that go in? Did that look like it was going in?
No, it did not.
That looked like a glitch shot.
The fact that he did so dirty like that hurts my soul.
Guy gets hot. You got to find a way to put that fire out.
Book screen from Oso. Whips. They get into the corner to Tyus. He's baseline. Kicks it to Royce. Back to Tyus. Pump. Into the paint. Kicks it to Martin for 3. Nope. I kind of thought that was going in. It looked good. It just rattled out.
Go through the net from beyond the arc. Did not attempt a 3 in the game Friday night.
Şengün kicks it to Van Vlizel.
What's going on with Jabari Smith?
I don't know.
He coming off the bench or something?
Maybe.
Now Houston comes in here.
Deep 3 from Van Vliet.
In 3-point shooting, so that has not been their strength, but they have been streaky with it, especially considering the career year from Brooks. They're 5 of 9.
Tyus,
so far tonight.
pull up from the elbow. That's good. That's a tough shot.
I mean, they shot it well against the Suns, though. So, I mean, as everybody does.
Steven, I mean, I'll be right there with you. But just think about this. Like, Steven, how do you feel about moving on from Bud? Do you want to move on or not? Because not making the play-in would really accelerate Bud getting up out of here.
Nick Richards will check back in as Oso Ighodaro will take a seat. Nick had his time limited Friday night due to early foul trouble. And he talked about needing to figure out how the officials are calling it. He's got to be quicker to make that adjustment. Van Vliet gets a screen and didn't get the jumper, but
Adams gets the rebound. Van Vliet to the rack, kicks it out to the old man Jeff Green. Corner 3 and he hits it. That'd be my job if I was out there. Stand in the corner. Come on, Dunn. Şengün with the board. Suns down 14. 14-teen.
Starting to get some separation on the glass. Suns nearly had the turnover.
What a pass from Van Vliet. Oh my God, Şengün with the easy lay.
Suns just not being able to get those loose balls.
Book high arcing midi is good.
Booker able to hit the pull up in the paint, but right now it's once again Suns need to getting stops on this end of the floor.
And rebound the ball, which is the most difficult thing to do after a shot goes up.
As I mentioned, Houston with 18 off.
Şengünningham Lincoln.
He was going in looking to do damage.
Got sent to the ground hard on a dunk attempt.
With the foul called on Richards, and that will put Alperen Şengün at the free throw line.
Van Vliet right there. I thought he lost the ball, but he actually, with the tremendous circus pass. Again, like I've said all year, you know, a guy starts to create a problem for you, you got to put it out. You got to just put that fire out, man. And it might start another fire.
Do you ever, in your algorithm, like in your, I don't know, Facebook or
and score in the paint. And if he keeps
Insta or whatever, do you ever get videos from Kyle Gordon popping up? White dude does like parody, kind of like parody songs, and does like funny videos or whatever.
Have not seen Kyle Gordon.
I feel like he's so popular, bro. He's so big now. I mean, I wouldn't recognize him by name.
Booker on the drive into the teeth of the defense, gets it back down from Dunn. Book.
Ooh, floater from Book is good.
13 here in the half for Booker. 6.
This song goes unironically hard AF. I just sent it to you. You gotta watch this. Just mute up and watch this. It's short. It's a short.
Goes in, hammered again.
Like, I've had it stuck in my head all day.
Like, he's going to keep doing it. As long as he's not fatigued, he's going to keep driving the ball.
First couple bars are weird, not going to lie.
Got a rhythm going. Got to get the defense going as well.
Ian says, done getting cooked. Nicholas says, Suns need another big man. Put in another big man. Yeah, these guys, the bigs that they have, one of them, Şengün, uber talented. The other one, really good at rebounding and boxing out. So it's tough.
Chainsaw!
Decapitation! Like, is that not exactly how alternative rap rock was?
Exactly how freaking Limp Bizkit was,
exactly.
For sure. Dude.
God, so good.
Chainsaw!
When you crawl into my brain. Chainsaw! Like, so good. That's the type of music I would make if I was a musician, all right? I'd even listen to that shit.
Like Linkin Park?
Yes.
Your blood, right?
I'm going to put it in the Discord. Anybody in the Discord wants to know what we're talking about.
Crawling in my skin.
Yeah.
These words, they will.
Just unreal, you know? I mean, I used to be a musician, Metro. I wish my MySpace music was still playable. I don't know what happened to that. Cordy says he produced a track for Bravo da Bag Chaser. Now, we all know and love Bravo da Bag Chaser. All right.
That sounds like a character off of freaking Lord of the Rings.
Have had a tough time stopping him. Conversely, the Suns in this second quarter especially have had a hard time slowing down Alperen Şengün, who's got 9.7 rebounds, 2 assists already.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's led to Jeff Green getting wide open shots. Van Fleet getting open shots. And unfortunately for the Suns, those shots have been from 3.
Jalen Green checking in during that timeout as Ime Udoka talking to his young guards, Green and Amin
Imagine
Thompson.
having Ime Udoka as our coach.
Udoka's second season as the
Right,
Rockets head coach.
elite behind him, though.
Is one of 4 active coaches to never have a losing record
That
in
elite's
a full
husband
season.
better be careful with Ime around.
Tyrone Lue and
Ime is a Mr. Studio
Facts,
girl.
bro.
Okay.
Great facts with Ime behind him. Ime right there, dude.
at Kia.
Flip his number into her drink.
One and 2 for Şengün. 16th pick overall, originally by Oklahoma City. They essentially
Gillespie to O'Neal in the corner. No good.
It's O'Neal can't connect in the corner. Şengün grabbing another rebound, his 8th. So early flirting here with a double-double for Alperen Şengün. Good matchup here for the rookie Ryan Dunn against Jalen Green.
Green pulls up from the elbow. Good.
Green winning that battle
Tough.
as he hits
Tough,
the
tough,
elbow
tough.
pull up, his first field goal of the night. Rockets deploying a little zone defense here.
Yeah, but you got to pass the ball to the middle.
I mean, we were hoping for that last fax machine, but it don't seem like that's going to happen either.
They just got to turn and shoot it. They're not even guarding him.
And look, that's a shot that he is
Oof. Easy dunk there for Steven Adams.
Shot that he's got to take.
Richards
I mean, if he's
walking
gonna
back
stay in
up the
game,
court.
Like Steven Adams is
Pick and
gonna
roll with
sink
Gillespie and
defensively.
Richards.
Adams able to punch it
Pass down into Book. He gets it to go, and he's going to the
finishing the foul.
going to the
The
line.
Rockets had built their biggest lead of the night.
Kevin Durant returns for the Suns, replacing Royce O'Neal.
15 points for Book as it looked for his 16th, but right now needs a dance partner.
Book's free throw good.
Well, I would say he needs 5 guys on this end. Get some stops.
Green bringing the ball up, guarded by Dunn.
Quarter. We've been talking about that over the last 3 games now. It's about getting stops now.
Gets it right back from Adams, pulls up the mid and one. Nope, going to the line though.
Draw the foul on Dunn, and that'll put Jalen Green at the line, and that is foul number 3 already on the Suns rookie Ryan Dunn.
Jalen Green, shooting 2.
And Ryan, just like a lot of young players, the embarrassment of getting beat leads to the compounding of.
Yeah, Javier, it's crazy. They're going to get a top 10 pick this year,
See if he can make
and they got all that young
Don't
talent.
Give him the pleasure of getting to the line.
From us.
Remind you to give BuzzRx a shot. Save up to 80% on your prescriptions. Find discounts at buzzrx.com/Suns. Green gets a pair. So a pocket pass to Richards.
God. That's off the book. And your ex-wife ain't going to help us out at all.
Cotton Fitzsimmons has always said, if it's a doubt you can get the pass through, shoot it.
Especially when you're 7 of 8.
Right, let him go get the offensive rebound. Like, just don't.
Turnover Rockets?
He talks about trying to do the right thing. Well, the right thing is to shoot it. That's the right thing. Not to pass it to a big guy.
Whoa, Gillespie with the good defense. They're going to review it.
Well, the Rockets probably turned it over, but our first green light special of the night as Houston is called for a challenge.
Suns are pathetic. Should have had 38 points in the first quarter. I mean, this is a first quarter score for us, dude. Like, they're going to end up with 70 by halftime.
They really are.
Play has been reviewed.
That's a girl that did the national anthem.
God, bro, it's insane. I just want it to end at this point. Like, on
how many games we got left?
7 after this, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. So,
hey, they're playing that Beyonce, baby.
Country Beyonce?
Yep. All right, so let's see here. Yep. Milwaukee, Boston, New York, Golden State, OKC, San Antonio, and Sacramento. We end the season with Sacramento on next Sunday. Not next Sunday, but you know what I'm saying.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most likely, 1 being least likely, what would you rank the Suns' chances in the play-in situation? Like, say they get to the play-in and they're playing the Kings or whoever, the Mavs, whoever it is that we have to fight for the play-in.
I mean,
I go with like a 5.
Yeah, 50% chance.
50, right?
Am I confident in that 50% chance?
To get into the play to get into the playoffs and out of the play-in, right? Because we'd have to win 2 play-in games. We'd have to win back-to-back single elimination games from 2 different opponents. So let's just say we get through it. Say that we get the roll. Now we're in the playoffs in the first round versus OKC. 1 out of 10, what's the likelihood that we win 1 game versus OKC?
Oh, 1 game? Say 20%, 1 game. Winning the entire series?
I'll go 5% that we win 1 game. I think we get swept.
Hey, fair enough.
So the little bit of doubt in how bad Bud is that you could get from that, where you'd be able to be like, well, we did do exactly what we did last year, so he's no worse than Vogel. Might as well keep him. I say maybe we really just want to bottom out, not make the play-in, It used to be bad enough when you didn't make the playoffs, but now you get 2 extra spots to try to get in, and you still can't do that.
Yeah, I know.
You got to get rid of him. I just want to get rid of him. I'm done with him. I'm done with him.
I wasn't.
I can't dispute that. You know.
You were looking to write a movie too, but as Dylan Brooks and Kevin Durant.
And we got some Brooks and Durant fighting going on.
To provide some assistance. And
no, Dylan Brooks is wrong for that. Like,
if I was Durant,
wow, they tossed Dylan Brooks. Now he's trying to fight the ref.
And now he's
Please fight a ref.
What a bitch.
Please try to fight the ref, bro.
that was just silly.
Too good, bro.
Please try to fight the ref, bro.
Being physical with KD and trying to send a message, that's fine. But just, I mean, that was a simple drive. They're up a ton, 17, and it's all about Dylan. That's just all about him right there. I mean, he's got what? He's playing well offensively. I mean, he's having a good start to the game.
KD's like, man, look at that fucking clown. Look at that clown.
Now watch this. Now watch this. Okay, now look, they're locked. Look, KD's just trying to get loose. And look, he's laughing and joking. See, so he's actually trying to get under the skin of him, right? And so, and then he curses the official out, and so bye-bye.
Well, I guess it kind of falls in line.
He tried to fake fight the ref, which is hilarious. Like, ain't no way you're gonna fight that ref. I wish you would have, though. You would have not been in the league after that.
We got a $10, $5 donut. Can you read that for me if you don't mind?
I don't know what's worse, the Suns' effort or play or these free Cowboy hats tonight.
The Cowboy hats do look low quality. I'm not gonna lie.
First in player technical fouls. First in
the previous play is being reviewed for a hostile act.
I don't think it was a hostile act at all. Here's the thing.
This referee is like such an actor, dude.
Right? I actually
he loves the spotlight,
like the fact that he's aggressive like that.
He loves the spotlight.
What hostile act did he do? The only thing he did was cuss the ref, and the ref ejected him. There was no hostile act there. What, like,
of the opposing player and be a tremendous defender. But there's also a fine line in regards to taking it so far to a detriment of your team. And so that's the negative.
Evan, you can't say that out loud. There's another person who said something similar to that, and they got destroyed in the Suns community. We're not going to name that person out loud, but Devin said something in the chat.
You see the officiating crew taking a look. And look, with all that being said, for this team, but certainly to your point, each for a team that's now sitting. I mean, they punched.
Jeremy says this ref is really a TGIF dad. That's
to your point, you got to know where to kind of
that's
push
crazy.
The envelope and knowing where to stop, right. Because once you get into the postseason, your value is too high for your team's success or failure on whether or not you might advance.
Man.
Yeah, and look, and Brooks knows this. I mean, he's dealing with trying to wrap his arm up around KD's arm, which could dislocate his shoulder. Like, that's why
he says, how is KD sitting at 6 rotations and not getting shots?
And he's trying to get under the skin of KD, which is fine. That's what you should do. But you just don't take it further. Like, that's the part of the issue with him.
If I was KD, I would have told Dylan, bro, don't make me demand a trade to Houston and tell them to cut you because you'll be out of the NBA.
And that's just how they should play.
You bozo.
You know, and
I literally control your future on your team. I'm that much better than you.
Getting in the heads of people and all of that. I mean, that's just part of the mentality of the game.
And that goes back to Ime Udoka. His time in the league as an undrafted player and having to carve out that reputation as being a physical, no-nonsense defender.
Look, before the game, when they announced the lineups and the guys were walking out, he was hitting his players like he was playing football. I'm serious. He hit.
After reviewing the play, there are a number of technical fouls have been issued. Technical foul on Durant. Technical foul on Richards. And 2 technical fouls on Brooks. And
like he forgot his name. He's that bad of a player. I like that.
Oh, man, he's hilarious.
I'm not sure if that was planned
I'm pretty sure that was all performative, bro. That ref really knows what he's doing, bro.
Richards, he's been
like
hitting
that.
sexy layups like that lately, by the way.
I like that, Richards.
Yeah, you missed a couple of really smooth jelly finishes from him the last couple games.
That was a key player that they just lost.
Right, he was off to a tremendous start. 8 points, knocked down a couple threes in 11 minutes.
Green, working on Gillespie at the elbow, pumps, shoots off the wrong foot, kicks it to Vlizzle. Good. Wow.
That was off of offensive rebound, by the way.
And Bleed been struggling with the 3-ball of late. Allen on the drive, too strong with the left hand as Adams there to challenge.
Come on, Grey Goose. No way.
Oh, Gillespie gets it ripped. Can we go ahead and wave the white flag, please?
Yeah, I would like to go to bed soon.
Like, you know that meme of Rocky's trainer throwing the towel in during...
Throw in the towel. Throw in the damn towel.
Actually, that was when Apollo fought Drago.
Yes, but Rocky was the one in the side. Rocky was the one making the calls. Apollo told him, don't throw in the towel no matter what.
Crazy. Bro died for a exhibition fight.
Slams it home.
Right there epitomizes why you go for the layup. Like
if he dies, he dies.
Devin just got tied up.
Hey, bro.
Suns are start booing, crowd.
Bro.
Start booing.
The 3.
It's so funny, bro. We are so bad. We are so bad at the game of basketball. Doodly-doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. We suck.
Never came back, bro. I should have never came back from Japan. I was having such a great time.
It's been like this, though. It's been like this. Even
I know that they won
gone.
2 games in a row, and it was looking good. And I was like, man, I should never come back.
Not how it works.
Look at that guy.
Not how many hats did this cuck get? They really were passing them out to anybody.
I mean, I'd take a hat, bro.
I want one. I really want that hat. You know, to commemorate how bad this season was. I mean, you know.
Solid.
The cameraman's trying. You know? Trying to give you a glimpse every now and then. What a season, bro. What a season.
This is like, man, it's definitely worse than last season to me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we won 49 games last season. I don't think we're going to win 40 this year.
It's definitely way worse than last game to me. I'm just still baffled with the way this team started, dude. Like, I for sure thought that we were going to just be world beaters after that streak in the first 12 games.
I know. It felt like we figured it out. Like we paid our dues the season before, and now we were free.
Never was able to gather it cleanly.
You know?
Houston, the front end of a back-to-back. They've got a big one tomorrow night. They'll take on the Lakers. Green on the drive, gets into Iguodaro.
I mean, you want to know how you can get a huge lead in the game? Easy. Every possession you have does not lead to another team scoring on you. Suns have 0 points off turnovers. Rockets only have 2. That's the difference. Like, taking care of the basketball. They've done a tremendous job of doing that. And the Suns have given back 11 points as well as
Well, like Kiwi says, it should be threatened with, oh no, rebuilding it will.
Yeah.
Oh no, rebuilding will be irrelevant, as if that's not happening now. That's true.
We're way more than irrelevant right now. We're a laughing stock. I'd almost rather be a laughing stock than be irrelevant, you know? I mean, I'd rather be irrelevant than a laughing stock. My bad.
Green in his 4th season, playing for G League Ignites, and 2nd overall pick by the Rockets, has really started to settle into.
I hear you, Kazi's revenge.
Great young starting talents in the league as Durant misfires on that long 3 ball. Şengün back on the floor, lost the handle.
Goose with the steal. All right, guys, our whole season has been saved here. Book to Durant on the wing for 3, and it's good. Suns cut the lead to only 22. All right? We'll see if we can't get it back up to 24 or 25 here. Getting the green to the rack. Hangs. Gets blocked by Oso. Ooh, he looks hurt. Oh, hurt his elbow? Grayson the Goose over to Durant. Durant gets ripped by Shen Gooningham Lincoln. They kick it to Book in the corner for 3, and he whiffs. Amen throws it out to Green, who's been cherry picking for the Yamalama Ding Dong. Suns down 24.
The guy that's weak side that has nothing to do with the play has to get back. Like, you have to go back now and make it 4-on-4 in that situation.
No, Devin, I think Booker wants to stay and be a part of the next generation of the Suns. Stay the face of the Suns. Durant, no good from the baseline.
Thompson across the floor to Green. Looks down low to Şengün. He got the big 2nd quarter started for
Thompson, real close to the rim, hits.
The baseline pull up. Thompson.
Yeah, you're right, Haydot. They always revert back into this. And there's a steal off of a lazy pass from Durant. Vleet. Good from 3. All right. There's the boost. Finally, the crowd is booing. Finally. Durant gets it to Book. Screen from Oso. Book. Downhill. Lefty lay is good.
He's got 20.
Yeah, seriously, Phoenix Suns show.
Not a good place to be.
And the more that we don't let Kevin Durant drop 30-plus a game and score a bunch, the more his trade value goes down.
I think his trade value is what it is, and it's really sturdy for his age. You know?
What's going wrong? Well, it starts with communication. It starts with not keeping it to yourself what you're thinking. It's letting your teammates know what you're thinking. And that's something that probably should happen at halftime. And no matter what it is, if it's combative, if
I don't blame you, Big Merc.
Whatever it is, like,
this team is definitely a joke, Carlos.
On the line here, and so the conversation at halftime should not be a nice one, is what I'm saying.
Gillespie
to the rack.
Pass Smith, but he's cut off as he.
I mean, running into Durant. We get it to Durant now. 12 seconds. Elbow extended. Spin move. Turn around. Fade away is good. That's gorgeous, bro. Wow. Wow.
Van Vliet.
Alley-oop the other way to Amen. Remember when I said they were going to score 70? They scored 78. Gillespie half-court, Yumper, no good. Suns, you know, we're only down 29 points, guys. It's not a big deal. This is right where we want them. Right where we want them. All right? Not a big deal, guys.
Crazy.
Insane. You know? This is what we've been reduced to. So, what else are we going to talk about other than the Suns at halftime? That's my question. Pulling up the stats here. Almost all of their starters are in double figures. The only one that isn't is Dylan Brooks with 8 points.
You mean because he got ejected? He probably would have gotten it.
He would have had, he would have had at least 10 already. And Durant's got 11. Book's got 20. Hey, Book's really efficient, 9 for 11. You know, is that chill?
Maybe.
4 for 19 from 3. Always great when your whole team's offense is built around shooting as many threes as possible and you shoot 21% from 3. It's always very helpful. Gillespie 1 for 4. What's Tyus? 2 for 4, 2 for 6. Dunn 1 for 3. Richards 1 for 2. Wow, bro. So there's no one on the court who's scored. No one on the Suns team has scored more than 5 points, not named Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. No one has more than 5 points.
It's pretty bad. Team's playing bad overall, man. No defense, no rebounding, no shot making. It's a recipe for disaster.
Man. It's kind of shocking, man. No, I don't get it. I don't get it. I was watching your boy Gilbert Arenas. I was watching his show the last couple days because they've been talking a lot about the Suns lately. And he and I think it was Rudy Gay, you know, we're talking about how they knew the Suns weren't going to work. And they went back and showed it. Like elite. They showed it a long time ago, like a year ago. Right when we got Bradley Beal, Rudy Gay was like, "That's not going to work. You can't put Bradley Beal, who's used to be in the first fiddle, going in there and being the third option. It's not going to work." And it sure didn't. But he was talking about Book and KD, and tell me what you think about this.
I'm not paying attention to you right now.
Well, there is milk on the screen. I want to listen to the milk real quick. Yeah, they should start booing her just because the Suns are so bad, not because she's bad. Okay?
Man.
So he was saying that the reason it doesn't work is because Durant does not need and should not have an offense that's built around him. That it should be built around Book and allowing Book to be his best, and then Durant will fit in and still be an MVP because he's that good and that's what he does. He goes, when he was with the Warriors, he came to the Warriors. He added to what they had. They could win without him. They could win with him. But with him, they were especially dominant. And they didn't change anything. They ran their offense, and he was a piece of it. And he still got his. He still was a 2-time Finals MVP.
Yeah, but that's Steph Curry, not.
I get it, but he's like, the Suns have organized their offense around him. He doesn't need that. Book needs that. Durant can fit in and make chicken salad.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
I think Booker does have the ball a lot. I think Booker's just having a very, very down year, dude. He's having a mediocre year by his standards this year, bro. I've been saying that.
I don't think statistically that.
I don't care. My eye test tells me otherwise.
Okay.
He's not assertive. He's very how do I say lazy without saying lazy? Because he's not being lazy. He's definitely missing the spark that Book's had. He's definitely super laxed. He's lost kind of that mentality of being a killer. If he ever had to begin with.
I think it would wax and wane, and it's been waning. You know?
But I don't know. I think this whole season's has like this sort of like fog over my eyes, really. Hello, Harper Grace from Texas.
You know,
I mean, that's definitely why she looks the way she looks. She's from Texas.
I'm
okay?
telling you, bro. They got them down here. They grow off trees here.
Hopefully y'all can sing along to this one. Here's Jolene.
They grow on trees.
Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta go take my dogs out.
That's what he's gonna go do, folks.
I really am gonna go take these dogs out. So I
We
have to
believe
do it when
you.
I go to sleep.
We believe.
Do you? Okay. I mean, why would I leave during this?
You're getting a little defensive. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, because you're being ridiculous.
Because I'm gaslighting the shit out of you.
Why would I leave during this?
Because you can't handle it anymore.
Well, that's not the case.
About to blow.
There's a Google, all right? So just relax. Anyway, we're going to take these stupid dogs out. Go back.
Luis says, I'm glad I was with family to miss whatever this is. Yeah, cool kicks fire. Says we want Bull. I mean, at least give us Bull now that the game's already over. We could definitely see some Bull. 46 points in the second is insane. I'm gonna put a. Let me see here. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. I want to know from you guys. If you're thinking what I'm thinking. All right. 66 likes, up to 67 now with me. Hit the like for us, please. Let's see here. Show chat. Pop a little Polsky Wolski in. Ugh. You think the players have quit on Bud? What do you guys think? Is that what I'm seeing? Because that's what it does feel to me like I'm seeing. Like this level of it. Like, and the reason it's a question, and maybe wait to answer the poll. The reason it's even a question to me of whether or not have they done it, because it should be an obvious yes, right? They do this from time to time. They get they get their brains beaten about. They get their brains beaten in by teams. And then they come back the next game and they're smiling and laughing and winning. So every time I think they're going to quit on Bud the way that they clearly quit on Vogel, and Bud seems like a much worse coach than Vogel, they don't quit. They come back and they start playing hard and laughing and, hey, we got this. So what do you guys think? See where guess it's not up still. Is it up still? Should be. 83% so far on 43 votes think that the players have quit on Bud. Wow. Because that's what it feels like to me. I am totes willing to be wrong. You know? Charles says they quit on themselves because they're a flimsy, soft team. Haydot says, I don't think they quit on Bud. They did the same to Vogel, so it don't matter. That's a good point, Matt. Matt says the players didn't necessarily quit, but they're just playing on autopilot. I see that too. It feels like deep, deep down, they believe that they have no chance, and so why fight? Why give it your all every game? East Metro says they quit after Boston. That might be the smartest thing little baby boy Metro's ever said. Because since that Boston beatdown, that kind of, they have not been the same at all. Suns Up says, get Chauncey Billups or Taylor Jenkins. I definitely want Taylor Jenkins over Chauncey, but that's just me. I don't love the job that he's done in Portland, although I know they've shown glimpses. But ask Portland fans what they think, you know. Nasty one, I don't care about race. I don't care if it's a white coach, if it's a black coach, if it's a green coach, if it's a purple coach, if it's a magenta coach, if it's a fuchsia coach, if it's a cyan-colored coach. I don't care if it's a yellow coach. I don't care. Skin color is not important in life. How's that sound? I know it's really hard for people to wrap their minds around that, but skin color does not matter. You know? It's CIAN, Metro. Sam Cassell would be good. Hey, Dot. You know, some people have been saying Rajon Rondo. And, like, I would have to look at how that's going with Kentucky. But I don't know if he jumped straight from being an assistant in college to being a head coach in the NBA. But I do love Rajon Rondo, and he is a basketball Einstein. Okay.
So says Gabe or Sundo, what do you think the Suns should do? That's a very broad
What should they do?
question.
Well, take it from the first thing you would do. First things first, what are you doing?
First things do, are you firing Coach Bud or not? Decide about that.
Yes. Goodbye.
Okay. You make that decision, and then you make your rest of your decisions based on that. I don't think.
First thing I do, first, before I fire Bud, shockingly, I send out feelers, which I hope they've already done, to Taylor Jenkins' camp and say, are you interested in coming to Phoenix? If you are, we will move mountains to get you here. We will move Camelback Mountain itself to get you here. What's up, Malachi? Malachi and Jericho, if you're still in here, let me try to find you guys VIPs. And Big Bat. I need to get Big Bat of it.
Gracias. How about you get rid of James Jones first? I mean, maybe James Jones is on the block, you know?
He can go too. I'm not trying to protect anyone's jobs here. They can all go. They can all go.
My question is, if we do get rid of James Jones, then what happens next? What GM happens? Does Ishbia completely start depending on all of his Michigan State buddies?
Ugh.
You know what I mean? All of his friends, the Isaiah Thomases, you know, players like that.
Good question. I think maybe I have to go back. Maybe the first thing you do is you put a feeler out to Bob Myers. And you say, Bob, what's it going to cost to get you to come be our basketball president? Because you got to have that in
smart,
stalled first, I would think.
Plan,
maybe. New GM. So you don't bring in a GM that doesn't want the new coach.
Overload the zone. share the game with solid passing, defend with toughness, protect the paint, fan out to the three.
Can you take over for me for just a couple minutes? I'm going to order some food.
I was listening to Fidsdale.
Me too.
Yeah, that was,
He was just kind of giving a bland answer.
Spot-on assessment from Suns assistant coach
Alex Wolf was fine.
And you know, you'd mentioned it there in that.
I was with Clear House, get assets, and be in basketball purgatory for a year or two. Yeah, I think the way they're looking at it is they're looking at it as you're going to have one talented player in Booker. There's no sense in being in quote unquote purgatory. I think that's the way they're looking at it. Ooh, good steal. Gillespie driving, blocking.
No, Miguel. No.
That's going to really put them in a tough position.
Try to interest you in a lightly used Nico Harrison.
Big
no,
bet,
because he's a Lakers fan.
Chat.
We don't want him
from Big Bet.
We don't want him trading Booker to the Lakers because that's his favorite team. Big bet, $10
power chat says, "Are the Suns divas? Man in the mirror time."
That's what he does.
That's a great question. I don't know about. Well, I guess you could say divas, but I'm not sure.
Can you be a diva and be getting beat by 50 points by the
Rockets?
Shouldn't
that take the ego out of your diva?
Rebound trickled out of the hands of Kevin Durant. Ran with 23 in the loss on Friday night. Pocket pass to Richards, kicked away. So clock stays 17. The Rockets team that has a chance to match the last winning team record for the Rockets back in 18-19 when they had 53 wins. That was the last time they had gone to the Doak over there trying to coax his defense into forcing a Phoenix turnover here on the inbound. Shot clock.
Did you forget to do play-by-play?
Yeah, sure did, bro.
Just sitting there looking at the screen like,
bro, I just can't, dude. Like, I'm watching this team, and it's just,
yeah.
I don't know what I'm watching. It's like, my bad for not doing play-by-play. It's just,
it's like summer
crazy,
league
dude.
almost.
Yeah, like just about, man.
But your best players are out there.
I mean, Booker's getting his buckets, of course, and KD's going to get his buckets. But man, this the lack of defense, the lack of rebounding, the lack of effort. It's just like going through the motions. Here's a pick, I'll take it. Let me drive. Let me shoot a midi or whatever shot.
It almost feels like they're looking at the clock to be like, how much time do we have to keep playing? Is this game almost over yet?
Yeah, it's really that's kind of the case. Like, I'm just ready for. I'm gonna be honest. I'm ready to go to sleep already. This team is inspiring me to go to sleep. I'm not like Gabe where I stay up all night, and so after this, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna play Rivals, and after I work out, no, I'm going to sleep. Speaking of Rivals, where are you at?
Diamond Border. I keep getting up and then I want to learn a new character because to get better I need to be able to flex. So now I know Luna, Invis, and Rocket. I'm a Lord on. I only have one tank though. I'm only good at Strange. But I just picked up Squirrel Girl, the easiest character in the game. Okay, the easiest DPS.
It is easy, but also it can be pointless if you can't get in there, right?
What do you mean can't get in there?
But she's also really good.
Yeah.
Like, I've met some Squirrel Girls that, like, you get close to them. Hey, yeah, we all know why he picked. Same reason I picked Squirrel Girl. Anyway.
I mean, I like her because I played like over 250 hours of Junkrat. So I'm very comfortable with that
so-
shooting mechanic.
35%.
But
You know.
I've seen some scorecards that if you get close to them, bro, it's like they just know exactly what to do and they can just pick you off real easy. I'm not that squirrel girl.
I
You get
saved
close
my
to me,
trap. You know
yeah.
her little squirrel trap?
Yes.
I saved that for divers.
Jalen Green.
So
Yeah,
Spidey,
that's a smart
my
move.
first
But I've met
match,
some-
Spidey
I've
bum
met
rushed me.
some-
I hit him,
Well, you could see
popped him in the head, and then I typed, "Get out of my face, Spidey." He goes, "You're not hard. Shut up." It's like, hey,
kept him balanced.
got your ass. Same thing with Luna. I saved that freeze for divers. Freeze them, skate away. If they're low health, headshot.
Nice.
You know.
Nice, Alex. Durant. See, like that's what I'm talking about with Durant, bro. Like this team, like Kevin Durant, if he was, I just feel like he wouldn't take that shot. If he was like, it was truly focused, and trying, like, you know what I mean? Like if they just all hadn't been phoning in. Like that was just a weird looking shot. Like uncharacteristic of Kevin Durant.
When these two clubs met back in Houston.
I can see what you mean, but then he hits those shots half the time, and you're like, oh,
Nah, not half the
I
time.
forgot.
But
You just think about Suns haven't made up any ground here.
Oh, that's an offensive
That's
foul on
definitely
Bookie
offensive foul,
Wookie
Foul
Wookie.
here on Devin Booker.
Damn.
Normally, when you're down a bunch, you come out. Maybe you can carve a little bit into it. The Rockets have come out.
oh dang, yeah, he for
Full chicken wing and caught him above the neck.
Number
You know.
3 on Book, who 24 points to lead the Suns scoring attack. Kevin Durant, the only other Suns scorer in double figures. Green.
Green's right to kill Booker.
Damage, but met there by Booker, so that's number 4 on Book. So 2 quick back-to-back fouls, but more free throws coming here for Jalen Green.
Brian knows you got to drop to the ball somewhere. Ball's right there. Ball's behind.
Look, we're just down a juicy 31. It's not even that much.
Behind you.
And they missed a free throw.
Situation there.
I think we're going to have a comeback. Did you read Big Bat's second message? He said, I feel your pain, love the Suns, but can't handle the product on the court. Hence why I gave up my ticks for next year. No effort, no fans, harsh, but... Man, Big Bat, I mean... What if we have a crazy offseason? You think you'll try to get your tickets back? Like, what if we overhaul the team and we really look like we're going to be better? You think you'd want to try to get them again? Because I know I would. I'd have remorse.
Booker getting into Şengün. Quickly throws it up towards the basket. And a couple more free throws coming here.
Big Bat said, LOL, that's what they tried to sell me on. That's funny. I'm not trying to sell you on keeping. I'm just saying that's what would scare me. Is like, not that you can't just get new season tickets or whatever, but.
It's just my way of, subliminally trying to.
I understand.
Put it into the universe to.
Gillespie in the paint.
I'm gonna hold your
Has he
hand.
crossover on Green? Pulls and gets a wedgie.
I used to always try that on purpose. It never worked.
Don't you love that our offense is in a situation where we can't get it to our guys, so we have to have Colin Gillespie take athletic turnaround fadeaways that turn into wedgies?
What do you mean?
I like that. I like that.
I mean, it was just I thought it was a legitimate question, but clearly I've called into question your accuracy as a player. My apologies,
Van Vliet
guys.
down to Şengün and
Quickly off the
one.
window, and we'll get the finish in the foul.
Waffles says, y'all think Durant can score more? Waffles, didn't you need 26? Bro,
Like that's
I got
2 times
bad
great.
news. I don't think he's getting there. I just don't. Unless he goes hot, which he can. If he could easily hit like 3 threes in a row and get it going, but I don't know. What up, Asia?
Şengün at the line tonight. 2 of 4.
Z-Keys, they just hate on Booker because
All-star this year and the first
he's the
of
best player on the team. So if
what
he's
will
not
likely be
carrying us, they would
the
put
young
blame
Turkish
on
big
him.
man.
You know? Just like when they used to say all of Booker's scoring was empty stats before he went to the finals and
Working
did
on
it.
Green.
You know, Booker turnaround fadeaway off the backboard, no good. Had to force that ting. We got Amen going the other way into the corner to Jalen Green for 3, no good. Rebound Durant off to the races. Durant trying not to get rizipped. Crossover. Oh, he turned his ankle. He turned his ankle. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Goodbye, season.
Got out of it, though. That was a good thing.
We're coming home. We're coming home.
Jumped out of it, but it doesn't look
Tell
good.
the NBA to cancel our rest of our season.
So to go to timeouts. 92-57. Houston.
What a yoke.
That's GG.
Yeah. Yeah. Durant, I don't think he's coming back to this game, folks. They're checking him on the sideline. I would imagine he's going to get up and have to go to the locker room, you know. I don't even want him to come back in the game. Is there any part of you that want? It's 92-57, by the way. It's 92-57. Would you believe me if I told you I didn't know the score until now because I haven't even been looking? This is an abomination. 92-57. Telling you, bro, we've got to fire Bud. What is Ishbia doing letting him continue to coach? He should have been fired weeks ago. Weeks ago. And we maybe could have saved our season. Have you been playing any Marvel Rivals?
I'll play Marvel Rivals in a minute. Asia says, "Oh no, Gabe's not gonna like this, but right now your St. Louis Cardinals are undefeated." Gabe's not that big of a Cubs fan.
Little turn of the ankle. And he went down immediately, bro.
Looked a lot more.
No, I don't want to. Stop showing it. I don't want to see it.
Rolled over on the side of that foot. And Durant has gone back to the Suns locker room.
This is like watching a funeral, bro.
I think because I think KD was getting shots. He's not out.
Except everyone gets to laugh at you for your loss.
Justin Van Dyne, we're talking to Suns coach Mike Budenholzer about.
Yeah, so I think KD is done for the night. If that's the case. Unless they change the rule.
And if the player who is injured cannot shoot the free throw, it is then up to or allowed by the opposing coach to select the player that they want coming in to shoot the free throw, and so it'll be Oso Ighodaro.
Right, and that means KD cannot return. And also, if it was a flagrant foul, then he would be able to return. I've seen that.
Is that free throw miss from Oso?
He definitely
terrific.
I like that rule breakdown. Appreciate that.
Yeah, he's shooting in exchange for Durant.
But I think I am. That's what I used to tell my teacher.
Why is he shooting in exchange?
I guess
because he's a sub. I guess I don't know.
Wow. I don't know if I'm 100% correct, but I feel like it is. So if I'm not, give me another chance.
Wow. 100% of the time, I think I'm correct. 99% of the time. Şengün way outside, 8 on the shot clock. Well, I think considering the time and the score, even had Durant been able to shoot the free throw, his night likely would have been done. Booker on the drive, kisses it off the glass. 26 for Booker, but Durant, who is now done with the night, the only other Sun scorer in double figures with a dozen. Green, sidestep three on the way. No, Richards grabs the rebound. As the Rockets team is 44-7 this season when having a lead of 10 or more. They're 39-7.
Gillespie no good. Green with the rebound.
Have not been able to generate any type of run, and I'm talking about maybe over the last 3 games. Boston game, the Timberwolves game, and now here, just no run to just give you some good feeling.
Yeah, it really went back to the end of that first quarter where the Suns missed their last 5 shots, opened the door for a Houston 11-0 run, and the Rockets have not looked back since. Hilger finds Richards.
He's got to keep shooting, man, and not hesitate. Like, I like his stroke.
Oh my God, dude! Just end the game, bro. 92-60.
This month, he had a handful of games where he was hitting that free throw line extended jump.
Make it 94. We get a little goaltend there from Nicky Rich.
Man, need a continuous clock.
For the basket for Jabari Smith.
They're about to score 100 in the first, or in the third. You know, they're about to have 100 points in the third, bro.
You know what's crazy? This ain't the first time we've done that.
I know, it's just bad.
Charles Barkley very happy. His team finally got there.
You know, the question becomes, you know, will Chuck go to San Antonio?
I'm pretty sure the people in San Antonio are going to be cheering against his team.
Doc Landale.
See, that's something that maybe should have been happening in that first half against Shandong.
Doug Landale checking in. Smith with a step back. Knock down Jay.
They lose Brooks, and this guy steps in. That's how deep this team is.
Booker.
Book to the rack. Nice lefty lay. Here comes the comeback, folks. 96-62. Mark it in your calendars. The moment we stood up and fought back for the rest of our season and made the play-in, then the first round. Then we upset OKC in the first round and take the title.
He stung the Suns for 25. And
it might have been the biggest lie I've ever told. I couldn't even keep a straight face. And Book smokes a layup. Just like vintage campaign. Royce 4-3. No good. Dunn saves the ball, but it goes right to Jock Landale.
Jock Landale.
Green to the rack. Fouled. Shoved by Oso. Can this game end? They're going to get 110 points in 3 quarters.
I mean, Green, Amen Thompson.
Okay.
I mean, they got some guys that can just flat out motor and tough to deal with.
This will be the 11th and 12th free throw attempt for Jalen Green on the night, so that surpasses what he had in the last meeting between these two clubs. Mick Ultra is giving you the chance to experience the action up close. Enter to win 4 premium seats at an upcoming Suns game. Visit suns.com/promos for more information.
Boy Styles Black, 24-month member message, by the way. 2 years for Styles Black, man. Appreciate you. What does he say? Hey, 3 straight seasons you've been screaming, fire the coach, and nothing changed. No winning with this roster. We're soft, slow, unathletic, and heartless.
So I'm having kind of a similar conversation on Twitter with someone right now, Styles. So I would ask you, Styles, because we hired new coaches, does that mean that the new coaches have to be the right coaches? Is it possible that twice now, because Monty was the right coach for a while, so he ran his course, and there needed to be like I said we needed to either get rid of Monty or Ayton, one or the other. Okay, I didn't say we had to get rid of Monty. I said it needs to be one or the other. They chose to get rid of both because Ayton asked to be let go, to be traded. Just because the Suns physically paid money to two other human beings does not mean that they are the right human beings. That's not how life works. That's not how science works. Just because I hire you doesn't mean you're better than the person before. Do you understand what I'm saying? Two things can be true at once. Your team can be shit, and the coach can have no clue how to fucking fix it. We are shit, and the coaches we've been hiring are clueless. You need to get a not clueless coach in there to fix the players.
By the way, new member from Haunted Kiwi. Appreciate you becoming the newest horseman.
Oh, Kiwi. Thank you, my guy. Play that horseman clip. Horseman! Ooh, I forgot I had it on loop. It's just going to keep horsemaning. It's funny that it's like country night too. Used to have like a rodeo of shit basketball, you know? Appreciate you, Kiwi. Like, that's everyone's excuse. It can't be the coach. We already hired a new coach. He's a shit coach. Just like the last coach. You hired two coaches in a row that got carried to titles, so you thought you were getting a championship coach.
As you rant, be right back.
I'm going to crash out real quick. Excuse me. Just because you hired a new coach doesn't mean it's the right coach. I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills. You people want Bud to be the right coach so you don't have to feel more embarrassed that your franchise doesn't know how to build a roster or hire a coach. Both are bad. Both are bad. Can you understand that? Not just you, bro. Everyone on Twitter who keeps making the same stupid ass pea-brain argument. Well, but we hired a new coach. He's bad. Let's say I own a restaurant and I hire a chef and he's good for a while. For like 3 years, we're winning awards. We're the top restaurant in town. Then he gets divorced and becomes a drunk, and we have to stop letting him cook because his product is slipping. And we bring in a new coach. Sorry, chef. Bring in a new chef. And we say, hey, man, we heard you're pretty good. Why don't you go ahead and chef for us for a year? The product doesn't get better. You fire him. Well, why would you fire him? He's a new chef. He's not good. He's not good. Well, we don't like the chairs and the waitresses. They're not good. Get rid of them too. And you bring in a third chef. And you say, go ahead and chef for us for a year. We heard you're pretty good. And he sucks dick too. All of his food sucks. Even worse than the chef before. And you'd be sitting there saying, don't fire him, you just hired him. I don't give a good goddamn. His food is moldy. His food is disgusting. The waitresses don't want to show up to work. Nobody wants to come eat here. But we hired a new one. Who the fuck cares? That doesn't mean anything. The product is bad. They don't play hard. They don't play defense. They're down 46 points, and you want to keep him for what? What do you want to keep him for? Because you paid him? It's not your fucking money. Do you think it looks less bad if you keep the coach? No, you look like an idiot. But I'm a chill guy who doesn't lose my cool. So I'm just chilling. You know, Sundo? I'm glad you didn't take your headphones.
First bucket of the night. Cody Martin.
I came back and you seemed like you were just yelling still.
I was being so chill.
Likelihood his night will probably be.
I was being so calm. We got a $5 donut from Christopher Johnson. Thanks, man. Is that a pen drop? What is it? A mic drop. Appreciate it, Chris.
Certainly lift his March 3-point shooting numbers with his performance.
I'm all chilled out.
Will you read this man Roy's dono, please?
Yeah, sorry. I was blind with rage. I didn't even see it, Roy. I promise.
Houston, they are 16 of 20.
I mean, I was blind with chillness.
That is number 5 on Iguodala.
Roy says, grabbing Popeyes, about to be sad watching them. Don't watch them. Just eat your Popeyes and enjoy it.
We get a message
okay?
from Chaz Roberts, AC Heating and Plumbing.
But I promise, whoever I was just screaming at in the chat for the comment, it's really not about you, Styles. It's not about you. It's the fact that I've been running into this with people on Twitter all week. You know, honestly, for about a month now. Styles Black says, so you're going to, $5, thank you, man, says, so you're going to hire 1 million different coaches, different chefs, and expect them to cook 5-star meals with the same rotten ingredients the last chef you fired had. Styles, I want the grocery shopper gone too. I want him gone too. This is not all we have to do is fire Bud and keep everyone. Everyone can go. Everyone can go except for the filet mignon on the menu that's been there.
Reed Shepherd was also available to play this.
And honestly, I'm willing to keep the beef Wellington KD that's been on the menu for the last couple of years too. Everything else can go. The grocery shopper, the guy that pushes the cart, the owner of the grocery store can go. I don't care. All of them. But that does not mean that it's not the coach's fault too. The coach's rotations are dog shit. They don't play hard for him. They don't play defense. He doesn't make adjustments. I don't want him in here cooking when the ingredients get better. Because he will let those ingredients sit on the bench and get rotten all year until it's too late. And then he'll try to throw those rotten potatoes and carrots in the stew and go, oh, what? I'm playing the carrots. Yeah. When it's too fucking late, they're disgusting now.
Roy says,
I gotta grab my food. Take over for me.
Sundo, bring back Pilk, key to winning. Maybe. All right, once you get your food, I'm going to bed. 112 to 73. 30, is that 39 points if my math is right? A 39-point lead. Gosh, man, this team is just atrocious, dude. Trying to figure out what happened to KD. Turned his ankle. So KD's just out. Sundo needs a Red Bull. Sundo needs a lot of things. Red
Sundo
Bull
does
is
not
one
need
of
a
them.
Red Bull. No.
Sundo needs a lot of things, but Red Bull is not one of them.
Sundo needs, perhaps a cold one, maybe a nice relaxing brewski.
A shrink, something.
A shrink could do. You know what I've got? Oreo shake. All right, that's what's gonna tide me over.
Yeah.
Put that in my little mini fridge here. Keep her cold.
Girl says, Sundo, can we get a crash? Sundo's, I'm not in any shape to crash out right now, bro. I'm just.
If you crashed out, it would really crash out.
I'm not in any room to crash out.
If you
as a matter
started
of fact,
crashing out, it would be legendary.
I'll crash. I will crash out in my bed here in a minute because.
See, when we were growing up, that's what crash out meant. I'm going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, all right, bro, I'm about to crash out. Good night.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna head out. This team is pathetic, and time to just go to sleep.
Maybe forever. Maybe it's time for us to go to sleep forever, bro.
Maybe
that final sweet sleep.
That's depressing.
Okay?
But yeah, maybe.
Look at the score.
Maybe.
We're down 39 points.
Yes, it's bad, dude.
39. And people want to keep Bud as the coach. They think he doesn't have any sort of culpability in this.
Right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna head out.
Later, bro.
All right, man. I'll catch y'all later.
Well, folks, I hate to eat on stream. All right, I really do. But this is one of those streams where I just don't care. Oh, the line comes from my camera. That's weird. It gets dragged over from the camera.
This night, the Suns.
We got another $5 from Anthony
Rolling into this Sunday night matchup.
Justiniano. Says the only way things could have gotten worse for us is if Katie got hurt, and here we are. Thank you, Anthony, and yes. I mean, it's Jover, bro. It is straight up Jover. I feel like the announcers aren't even talking now. It's like they've packed it up and went home.
Aces.
Oh, there they are.
On a DNP in 4 of the last 5 games. Of course, when these two teams met last there in Houston, it was he and Adams who got locked up in a WWE type scuffle.
I wonder if they made up. Steven Adams doesn't look like the guy that carries a grudge, and neither does Plumlee.
No, he's a lovable Kiwi.
I know it's a picture.
Walk Landale with the miss. Also, I might have crashed out because I haven't eaten in 18 and a half hours. So I apologize again, Styles. Absolutely nothing personal with you at that crash out. It's just a crash out that's been,
I shouldn't say,
in the waiting. I agree, Roy. Things were so much better when we had Pilk. You know? Clip, I don't know why they don't have a mercy rule in the NBA. I think they should. And if that sucks for the fans, maybe do like a meet and greet after the game. It's like, all right, we're done. We're shutting the game down. We don't want anyone to get injured, but we don't want to cheapen the experience for you guys. So come on down to the court. Everybody, we'll do a little meet and greet, shake the players' hands. They'll sign some autographs and stuff, and we'll get you guys out of here. That's what I would do, because this is what's the contingency plan for being down this much in a game? You know?
Averaging just over 11 minutes per game.
I just got a good old Berg and fries. Plumlee with the dunk.
You know how talented this Rocket team is. Reed Shepherd, who a lot of people, when he was drafted, thought that he would be unbelievable for the Rockets this year, that he'd be getting a ton of minutes.
Shepherd.
And maybe Jalen Green might suffer.
Loses it.
The benefit of him being there. And
is that Eason? Oh, that's Tate. My bad. That's Tate. I thought Eason was out. Nice Euro lay for Cody Martin.
Yeah, and look, I don't think there's anybody that's doubting.
Appreciate you, Big Bad Brad.
Growth.
I'm gonna go back and watch it, see how reasonable I was, or unreasonable.
Even
I might clip it.
Kentucky as a one-and-done guy. There is another level, and many of those guys, whether they're coming from Kentucky or whatever, of the premier programs.
But usually if you go that
Tyus misses a little midi.
Going to a team that wasn't that good the year before, and it just wasn't the case. The Rocket team, they didn't make the playoff last year. They faltered at the end.
Put back here from Whitmore is good.
That they had a tremendous amount of talent.
I got Shake Shack.
The season at 41-41.
Gigantic dub cheeseburger and crinkle fries. Goose to the rack, hangs, lays, no good. Fouled by Landale, going to the line.
The fact the way they finished the season last year, and he said, even though playoffs, we were playing meaningful games those last 10, 12, 13 games. So they were stepping on the floor with the kind of focus that is required if you're going to make the playoffs. And he talked about their off-season preparation and the mentality this club had, and you could see the growth.
Miles says, Gabe, if the chefs were bad, you'd be cleaning house. Would the waitresses have to be fired also? Well,
look,
depends on their performance. Are they a part of the problem? Then yes. No, I haven't yet, Alex. There's definitely a Potbelly in Austin, though. I need to try it. Do they have soups? Because I love soup and Sammy's. I don't have a really good soup place here for a sandwich shop.
We need to play out the rest of the schedule, guys. I mean, play hard, try to win, and we
Plumlee to Morris, pick and roll.
We played hard, we were competitive, we upset a few teams.
Kicks to Plum. Ooh, we really worked the shit out of Jock Landale. Landale went flying out of bounds. That's a foul on Landale.
So that's, you're so right on that. Like, it's growth from the year before. And this team is experiencing.
Why do you guys think those cheers are happening right now?
It's other teams in this
Bobo
league
coming into the game.
Experienced that as well, that have played well based on how they finished the year prior. Suns, for example, the year in the bubble, 8-0. Came out the next year, played extremely well. So it does carry over.
Fan favorite Bobo checking into the game as Cody Martin will take a seat.
Bobo might be the most favorite player in the league, bar none. On the road, he gets this. Yeah, he gets this ovation on the road.
Plumlee with the free throws.
Amazing. But then, you
guys ready for a comeback?
You know what? I got to
camera, come on.
The fact that I can stay on the court all the time.
Crashed out so hard my camera went blurry.
And played in 18 straight prior to this last stretch. But let's swing it over to
the easy bucket there for Cam.
Update on status with Kevin Durant.
Yeah, thanks,
Who's thought about a deep three? Kicks it to
Plumlee. PR Kevin Durant suffered a left ankle sprain, and as we talked about, will not be returning tonight.
Morris blocked. Plumlee with it. Over to Goose, baseline, passes to Plum. He kicks it to Morris. That was a good pass, and it hits. Good job, Monte. Another case in point why I hate Bud. He won't play Monte.
Because it's important. Like, although
I don't think ever did anything wrong to deserve not getting play.
The really didn't play well. The Rockets played well. But listen to the crowd still cheer.
Plum Dog gets a steal.
As a player,
Plum Dog gets a rebound, tries to be the point guard and dribbles it off of someone's foot, loses it. Wants a kickball, but it was his fault.
Right now, but they still got
idiot.
And I think that's
absolute idiot.
There's certain noise you want to tune out and others that you don't. As
Whitmore with two back-to-back wide open fast break highlight dunks. I don't think I would wait to fire Bud until after the game. I'd fire him right now midway through the fourth. Just me talking. Don't worry about me. Eddie says the Suns are wasting Booker's prime. Malo, I think we gave Dragon Bender the perfect amount of time. Like, they really tried to get it to work with Dragon Bender, but they gave him enough time. What, they gave him like almost all 4 years? I think they gave him all 4 years of his rookie contract, and he never could get it going. He could never find his shot. You know? But it'd be like that, you know? Christopher John says this is beyond embarrassing. I mean, is there a word for it? Because you're right. Is there a word for, like, beyond embarrassing? Is there a word further than cringe? You know? mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the Rockets. I know that they're good. They're definitely better than us. But still, this score is so lopsided. It's I never expect to see us lose like this. I like that. A basketball mockery. Sorrell says he needs one more Şengün assist. I hope you get it. But I would imagine with this lead, he's not coming back in the game. Yeah, Mike. He was driving to the rim. Left foot stepped on the other, I think it was a men's foot. Turned his ankle. So, yeah.
Brought to you by CarMax. Buy with confidence from CarMax with upfront prices and CarMax certified quality.
Right,
that's the
Alex.
way car buying should be. Learn more at CarMax.com.
He looked so upset when they asked him if he's had any conversations about his job security. He looked like, how dare you ask me that? Ugh, we're fighting for the play-in. Are you, bitch? Are you? You bitch? I don't think you are. I think you think you're fighting for the play-in. The team thinks they're getting rid of your ass.
Plays have been few and far between since that late stretch in the first quarter for Phoenix.
Oh, wow. So D. Lee throws up a floater that's so embarrassingly short that Plumlee saw it and went up and caught it and reverse dunked it. I like that, Christopher. Contagion.
9 points in 4 minutes for Plumlee. As Landale and Plumlee.
Good defense and hustle from Plumlee.
Tangled up.
He's really frying Landale. It's kind of funny and random.
That's grand larceny.
We'll start an investigation.
I miss those Valley boys. Really do.
Give the bucket to Damian.
Micic minutes?
You don't always get on them anywhere about that.
Vasa Micic out on the floor now for Phoenix.
I just want to see him shoot the ball. Has he taken a shot yet in the Suns uniform?
He has.
I must have missed it.
D. Lee hits the floater.
Not taking that one, Mace. Shepard.
Reed Shepard, future Phoenix Suns great, hits the jumper. Corner three from Bol and Landau's face, no good. Plumlee tip out. He gets it right back to Bol for the reverse lay, and it's good.
Like a reverse layup and don't jump.
Appreciate it, Alex. I might clip it and post it.
Finds Plumlee on the spin, lost the handle.
Tate to the rack. Wow.
Tate had second thoughts. Then Bobo ran right past him. Tate
wow.
Okay, thank you.
Micic over to D. Lee. Back to Morris. Alley-oop from Micic to Bol. He bobbles it, loses it out of bounds. Off on Landale. Nope. Off Suns.
I haven't seen him on the road in there doing things. But you can walk past somebody, as you well know. I see you all the time, and I walk past you and you're on the weights, but I haven't seen much of a difference lately. But just like with Bobo, like, you know, he's in there, but I'm not seeing that difference in strength.
Shot across the bow from my broadcast partner.
Aaron Holiday for three.
I mean, you end up with your body shirt on and everything. I don't know.
I don't feel the need to get
D. Lee for three. No good.
The, weight room, but I mean, you know, I'll try to keep that in mind next time you're in there.
You're not an influencer. You don't have a camera like in front of you.
There is no standing and preening in front of the
that'd be
camera
funny.
or the mirror. But next time I see you, I'll be sure and run back to my room.
Thank you, Mike Ford.
I walked you. You in there with the camera posed.
Plumlee picking and rolling with Morris to the rack. Floater is good. Drops it in. Kind of rooting for the Rockets to hit 150. I don't think they will, but that would be funny. Like 150 to 100 would be really funny. Walk Landale for three. Drills it. 135, baby. They're up 40.
Almost 39% on the season.
Micic to Bull. Gets his pass intercepted by the tiniest player in the NBA, Reed Shepherd. Another easy bucket there from Jock Landale. This team has no pride.
Take him back to the Rocky days.
No testosterone.
He's lifting boulders instead of
no manhood. Elite picking and rolling with Plum. Gets to the rim with the lefty lay. That was actually nice, but it popped out. Best move I've seen from D. Lee all year.
Shot.
Walk Landale with the miss.
He's catching grief from his Rocket teammates.
Nice pass to Bull from Morris.
Timeout, Houston.
And Houston takes a timeout because they're only up 40 now.
From his teammates.
You know? And they actually have respect for themselves. They don't like giving up easy buckets. Yeah, no nuts, Jay. Yeah, Metro, I mean, Burner is just MIA. I don't blame him. Yeah. Yes, sir, Carlos. Blow her up. If there's one piece of silver lining in this whole thing, and I actually think it's very substantial, is this. And think of it this way. What if the Suns had $50 million more to spread around the roster for next season? What if we had $50+ million back that we could spend? I can't imagine Bradley Beal wants to be a part of this shit show any longer. He came to the Suns to be on a winning team and to experience that and to chase a title. Well, you ain't getting that here, sir. You ain't getting that here. So, Pat, please, respectfully, pack up your wife's shit and call U-Haul. I'll call U-Haul for you. You're going to have to pay because you've got a lot more money than me, but I'll make the arrangements. I'm trying to meet you halfway, Beal and family. Get out. Get out. Get out. No one wants you here. You clearly don't want to be here. And if it's just about your wife's business, I'm sorry, I don't care. If she was a small business owner that didn't have the backing of a multi-$100-million husband, I'd feel bad. I don't like it when small businesses fail for any reason. It's not cool. In this scenario, I don't care. Okay? Yeah, maybe I could get a 2-for-1 deal. I could get Bud a good deal on a U-Haul as well if I get them both at the same time. But Beal clearly doesn't want to be here anymore. He's only doing it for his wife. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. She needs to be understanding.
Okay. That's it. So you can put your head down. You can be upset. You can do all of that. Until you eliminate it.
Bull for three. Good. Don't worry. You'll never see him again the rest of the year.
Make you smile moments.
But that's what I mean. Like, Momo needs to ask himself a question. What can keep me on the court at all times when my shot's not going? Like, that's you know, that's a question mark for everybody.
Bull ripped. Plumlee saves it. Meechix comes away with it. Kicks it back to Bull. Over to Morris. Morris for three. Drills it. Bro's been keeping his shot ready. Ready. Unlike some other players on the team. Reefer Holiday, hella short. Morris with the rebound. Morris Euros. Hits the underneath of the rim on the finger roll. That's kind of funny, not going to lie. Walk Landale with the and one.
You know, every player has gone through that. Now, some of the stars, maybe not. But most of the stars have had to go through that, too. I mean, you can look at any superstar in the league, and at one point in time when they came in, everything was not pristine, right? The late, great Kobe.
I hear you, Johnny. I'm fine with blowing it up. There is a handful of players I'd like to keep, though.
Could make a shot outside 15, 16 feet. Like Charles Barkley, you remember. Right. He couldn't. People backed off of him because they didn't believe he could make shots. Karl Malone.
Asia, why'd they get rid of CP3? Well,
because he was a very poor free throw shooter, and everything was going
he had been going through a phase, which he probably would have this year as well. It's not a phase; it's just his reality, honestly. CP3 is always injured in the playoffs, always, and regular season, but always. Playoffs. He always misses a significant stretch in the playoffs. And he was getting older. And he was great for us until his, and I'm not joking, this isn't like, I'm not just saying this to say it, until specifically his 37th birthday, in which he played, looked good, and every game after that he looked like half of a shell of himself. So it was clear he was on a max deal and was dead weight and had nothing left in the tank the way that he was carrying us before. And you were offered a twice 30-point scorer a game in a season, Bradley Beal, who was willing to waive his no-trade clause to come to our team. And you got to get rid of Shamet. It was a no-brainer at the time. It really was. Landale over to Whitmore. Good.
Break for Houston.
I think it's about 3. I think this
Morris to D. Lee. Euros draws a foul. Wasn't going anywhere. Trust me, he was just going to run through someone and put up some bullshit.
That's unusual. The Atlanta Hawks scored 145 points and beating the Milwaukee Bucks, the team the Suns are going to face in their next game. Beat them on their home floor, I believe. The Warriors, 148.
Patty, are you talking about KD was carried?
Spurs, and now the Rockets, 146.
Or
I've never seen a night like this.
CP3.
Teams have flirted with the 150-point mark. And it seems like the Rockets are headed forward.
Well, we've got a quick
Nicholas, I'm not 100% certain that Bud would have played Tamani Kamara. That's how bad Bud is at lineups. That's how stubborn he is and stupid he is. Yeah, Knights, I would, especially if you find out that KD is not coming back at the end of the season. Like, it's not going to be like a game or two. If it's going to be the last 7 games after this, just go ahead and sit Book 2. Let's not do this. Let's not get him injured too. Ooh, Cam Whitmore with the bang out. I just need one more bucket from the Rockets. I want that 150 hung on their heads.
I would have loved for you to have said detonate just to mess with Tommy Anderson. I swear, I thought you were getting ready to say it. You know.
That is
109, 148. Suns just pulled it. No joke. Within 40 points. Only down 39, guys. We got this with a minute to go. Whitmore working on bowl, mid-range. No good. Damn it. I want them to get 150.
Don't let these guys get 50.
It's such an embarrassing number, you know? They saved the ball from going out. D-Lee tries. No, D-Lee saves it away from them. Micic swings it to Bol in the corner for 3. No good. Micic definitely could have shot that. He was very either unselfish or unconfident in himself.
One more possession for the Rockets.
Ime Udoka's telling him back off. Yeah.
Holiday was like, why, coach? You want 150? Ime Udoka's better than me. I'll probably say, man, go and get that 150. Now, people want to know why Tate and Holiday kept passing the ball back to each other. Because whoever has the ball last gets the turnover.
Gets the turnover. They are all aware.
Morris stays. I'm like 90% sure Book stays. The only 10% that's influencing me the other way is I hear a lot of people thinking that he's going to leave, but it just doesn't seem like that to me. Everything Ishbia has said and everything Book has said, you know? We just got to play better. Yeah, I just think that we need to keep figuring it out. Yeah, we just got to find ways to be better. I'm play him. That's Bud. In a nutshell. In a nutshell. Shane, I would bring back Chris Paul, even in his old ass state, because, you know, people were giving us shit like Jimmy Butler's not going to fix your team. Jimmy Butler's not going to fix your team. Jimmy Butler's not enough to fix your team. What happened when he went to the Warriors? Now, they've been without Clay, so they've been losing, but timeout. Jesus Christ. Chris Paul would be better. And the reason I know that is because we just need his style of asshole in the locker room. And a little bit less. He's not as much of a teacher and an on-court coach. He's more of a like, I'll injure their best player if you want me to, coach. I don't care. I'll do anything to stay in the league. So we needed that. We needed that change of attitude. We needed a different style of leadership. I don't believe that KD's not a leader. I think he is. Say whatever you want about that. I think Book's a leader. Say whatever you want about that. I think we need a stronger style of leadership, which is the Chris Paul, Jimmy Bucket style, which is if I catch you slipping, I'm going to rip your asshole. And that's why he could never get along with Ayton, because Ayton was the opposite end of that spectrum. That's why Jimmy Butler goes to the Warriors and they immediately fix their shit and become a team that went 14-3 when he and Steph played together. I really think that would have fixed us. We whiffed. But Nash won the thing. Like, I know you're saying not with a terrible coach without an offense. No, I mean, Bud's offense and his coaching is good when it comes to the next coach that we get. They sold us Bud as, oh, he's a hometown guy. He's a offensive guru. Doesn't make good defensive adjustments, but he's incredible on offense. He'll get these guys playing where they need to be and what they need to know. He won't. Okay, he's worse than Vogel. Neither of them are good. Sorry. At the same time, you have to make drastic changes to the team. Okay? All of it has to be changed. We might need a new stadium at this point. We might need to completely redo the jerseys. Go instead of Ayton. Because it was one for the other. They let Monty go specifically because of his disconnect with Ayton. They wanted to rehabilitate Ayton, probably because they took him with that first overall pick, and debt that you've put yourself in. Okay? So they didn't know, and perhaps this is the real problem. Maybe they didn't go to Ayton and say, hey, man, are you cool if we let go with Monty? Like, if we let Monty go, do you think that'll fix things for you? Or are you what's going on with you, sir? But no, they just assumed getting rid of Monty would make Ayton happy, and it didn't. He still had issues with Book and KD because they were hard on him, and he didn't like that. And Chris Paul was very hard on him, and he didn't like that. He'd had his fill of that. He felt like he was being scapegoated. Whether that's true or not, I'll let you decide. But that could be the beginning of it, getting rid of Monty, because Monty was a better coach than these guys with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Once he didn't have a Chris Paul on-court coach, who knows what it would have turned into. I mean, it was pretty good the year before with the bubble, but we had Ricky Rubio, who I also put in that same vein of style of player. A terrific on-court coach at point guard. Nasty One says, Bud's introductory press conference, Gabe, was a complete ridiculous joke. It was laughable. How you could like a guy who sounded like he was giving all these stupid answers as a job interviewee. Regardless of how good of a center he was, he asked to be traded. He didn't want to be in Phoenix with Devin Booker anymore. So it does not matter how good he was. It does not matter how bad he was. He asked to leave. After the Suns attempted to fix things by getting rid of Monty. Alex says they didn't get enough back for DA, in my opinion. You could make that argument. That could be the correct answer. However, remember, please, he was on a max contract that everyone was laughing at us for giving him. When we gave it to him, there was one team willing to sign him for the same amount of money, and that was the Pacers. That full season was, ended poorly, and that was the season that DA stood out of bounds under the rim with his hands on his hips, sucking wind, watching Joker get multiple rebounds. Here's your boy Bud.
The rest of the game, what about his status moving forward on the road trip?
Yeah, I think we'll get an MRI on it tomorrow. He'll stay back, and we'll just assess and know more tomorrow.
This is to follow a game like this. I think you guys were down by as many as 42.
You were not getting, and you didn't have the money for Holiday,
kind of
Ivy.
Margin of defeat like that.
Yeah, there was a run at the end of the first quarter, continued in the second quarter. Gave up 78 points at halftime. Just defensively, I think 36 and 42 in the first and second quarter. It's just not good enough.
Oh, it isn't?
Yeah.
Shit, you're a genius, Bud.
The way the season's going right now, as far as even trying to get the play in.
Yeah, no, I mean, a couple days ago we'd won 4 games in a row, so we got to find a way to get back to that. This league, you're going to get another game, but tonight.
Just quit.
So,
just say you quit. Just say I'm gonna step down.
Find a way to flip it.
It's not working.
And
I don't want to be here either. I'm gonna pull an Eric Bledsoe.
What do you feel like needs to change in order, during that 4-game win streak, like you had mentioned, you guys had made strides in that area, but the last few games it feels like it's been a setback. What do you think needs to change on that end?
Yeah, I mean, tonight they had everything. They were, the 3-point line. They hurt us there. They hurt us on the offensive boards. They hurt us driving it. They basically hurt us with everything. So I think today was just, or tonight was a step in the wrong direction. So, we got to look at it and find a way to get ready for Tuesday and find a way to get stops.
Do you believe that this group has the requisite fight to turn things around?
Yeah, no, we do. You know, it's a group that's got fight. We got to bring it. You know, Tuesday.
Given the position that you guys are at in the standings right now, why do you think we're not seeing enough urgency on the floor right now that should match where the team is at in the standings?
No, you know, I mean, tonight was a bad night. You know, there's no other way to paint it. But I don't think it's, you know, what it's been, you know, to say it categorically, you know, every night. But tonight we were not good. Urgency, anything you want to put on it, we were not good.
So do you sense desperation from the team given the place they're in the standings?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's desperation, and then you have to go play. You know, there's an element of at some point, you know, you have to go and you have to get stops. You have to find a way to make things happen on the defensive end. You have to go and make plays offensively, and desperation and all those things, they're important, but you got to go play, and we got to play better.
To follow up on Kevin, is there hope that he'll join you at some point during the road trip, or are you saying he's out for these next 3 games?
No, you know, I think for right now, you know, I think until we see the MRI tomorrow, I know he's not going to fly with us tomorrow. After that, I don't think it'd be fair to say anything, but he won't fly with us to Milwaukee tomorrow.
Mike, you've pushed a lot of buttons with this team trying to find different lineups. Just how hard has it been, or how frustrating has it been for you just to find some consistency throughout the course of the season?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's I think every team, you know, you have to manage this and deal with it. You know, we've had our share of injuries, but I also think we've been relatively healthy. So we've made some changes when we've been healthy, tried to find the right groups, go to different combinations, and then sometimes injury has forced it. So, you know, in an ideal world, you find a group, you find consistency, you find rotations. But you got to win. You got to play better to make those things happen. So, you know, we'll continue to push for that. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Somebody please fire this bitch immediately. I mean, I can't imagine Booker's going to come out and talk after that shit. Like, they don't even come out and talk after losing close games. I don't think they're coming out after a 40-point beatdown. You know. But it is what it is, man. I'm just trying to decide, like, is it worse being in this situation than it was back when we were true bottom feeders with no good team around Book? Like, there was for the Suns. That was, like, the last game of the season. Houston said, I love TJ. I'd almost rather just have hopeful nobodies out there than what we got going on right now. But as far as how to fix this thing, I think Bob Myers seems to be the guy that, just like with a new coach, not to be satisfied with them right off rip. Our next GM, if we get a new GM, slowly. I might not have an answer for you for 2 seasons of whether or not I think it's a good GM. Playing it like, yo, we'll see what happens. We're 2 years in with Matt Rule. We'll see. Houston, you remember that? You remember how hyped Yuta was? And yeah, Big Bad Brad, he's out of the league. He's back in China or Japan. Might be in Japan. Spray May says Beal doesn't show up at all. Beal is damaged goods. Even when Beal starts to scratch off his talent and get the rust off of him and start looking good. That's so weird. It cut my camera and my mic. Even when he starts looking good, Brad Beal gets injured. He's possibly, I think it's a toss-up. Go back and think about Anthony Davis when we all called him the glass man. And yeah, he got hurt this season, but he the last season or so, he was less injury prone. Would you say that Bradley Beal is just as injury prone, less injury prone, or more injury prone than the glass man version of AD? Because I say he's exactly the same amount of injury prone as AD was. What do you guys think? I'm too lazy to make a poll here on it. Houston sometimes happen. Not saying it will. Just saying that it does happen from time to time with different teams, and it did happen with us. When we so you got to go too, and we're going to just rebuild everything from the tippy top all over again. That's the answer, guys. At white midget ass. I don't know why he's sitting on that thing and not making a move. I don't know what he thinks is committee messed up. Simple as that. Maybe that's what it is. Can't believe it. I think us Suns fans suffer from PTSD and a little bit of battered wife syndrome and his daddy no bucks situation that he was in, where he had no money to do anything and therefore he wouldn't. Someone explained on my video, I said in the video about Taylor Jenkins that us brokies just don't really understand what $10.1 billion is, how much money that is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the truth is $1 billion, $55 million. I don't his ego refusing to call it a day and admit that you were wrong. I admitted I was wrong here on Suns Valley Podcast. Sundo's admitted he was wrong. We've done our part. Now it's time for you to do your part. Put your ego aside. Say, I fucked up. I need help. Show us that you're smart enough to know that you're dumb. Could you do that? Could you show us that you're at least smart enough to know that you need help? Because if you're not smart enough to know that you need help, we are fucked forever. Oh, man. Roy, I just feel like if Bud's around next year, man, it's just going to be... It would have to be without Durant. I can't watch him ruin another season of Durant. He would need, in order for Ishbia to be successful, he would need to get a huge bounty in return for Kevin Durant. And the expectations for the team would need to drop several notches, and having Durant on the team keeps the expectations high. I just can't imagine it. I hope so, Houston. I know, Christopher. I'm looking forward to eating it. I'm telling you what. I'm trying to hold off. Poison Ivy said, Gabe, if Bud is here next year, Book and KD 100% gone this offseason or the deadline. That's a good point. Because injured every 2 days. Like, Joel Embiid's more injury prone than Beal, 10 times more injury prone. How was he ever going to get that thing to work with that? You know? But yeah, Luis says, how would you start fixing the team? So we talked about it a little bit. Maybe we made the wrong decision there too. The guys, KD and Book, tried to tell us they wanted Kevin B. We didn't listen. We thought they needed a higher quality coach that had won a title before. Wrong. Players that have to say, Houston Colin. Yeah, I keep calling. I guess I mean I love him. You guys know I love him, but it's like I think that there are Colin Gillespies out there available that if you had to, you could go get. But Nicholas, of course, that's not enough talent. I'm just saying that's the shell. That's the shell of your team. KD and Book, Oso and Dunn, and maybe Gillespie. That's 5 players. You get to do that 2 more times. You get to get 10 more players on the roster, Nicholas. And those 10 other players need to be good. Yeah, you get a Bobby Portis in there. You get some size and skill. Naz Reid would be huge. Kelly Oubre would be huge. If for anything, just the vibes and the locker room shift of having players in there that are going to play hard no matter what. Pritchard, I don't know if we'll have enough money to throw at Pritchard. I'd bring Pritchard in over Gillespie in a heartbeat. Don't be mad at me. He's better. Okay? A lot of changes have to happen. I mean, I do want to thank you guys for hanging out, though, and watching. Like, there's not really much reason for you guys to be here other than you enjoy hanging out with me and Sundo, and, like, we really do appreciate that, you know? Like, I guess the streams are still fun. I don't know. But thank you guys for hanging out, because this really does soften the blow for us. Like, yeah, the season is over. We are embarrassing, but at least we still all have each other. You know, and we get to have fun and talk. It is fun to talk through this shit with people and not be alone with your thoughts in your room, stewing and just tweeting to Twitter about it and arguing with people, you know. Appreciate it, Alex. I can't wait for this season to end because I really think that I'll be able to make more videos that'll be better received, because we're going to like have a reset in our hatred for the team. It'll be the time will be here. Has she given you any reason? Well, no. She says she wants to be with me. Okay, then chill, you freak. All right. We are on to who's going to beat our brakes in? The Bucks. We're on to the Bucks. Is that going to be a Tuesday game? It is Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Lillard's out for the season. Portis is out for that game. I think that the Bucks are going to get their revenge after we beat them up last game. I really do. I know, Alex, but it's like, do you really think we're going to beat them back-to-back? After it was a very close, difficult game in the first place, I don't think we beat the Bucks, but we'll see. We're on the road. We don't ever really beat the Bucks in Milwaukee, usually. Yeah, Zambuki, he traded Amari because he didn't want to give him $3 million. Amari said, Rashard Lewis down in Orlando just got a $100 million contract for doing nothing but shooting threes. I want $100 million. And Sarver was like, how about 97? And Amari was like, peace. I'm going to New York. All right, folks. We are on to the Milwaukee Bucks. We will see you guys in 2 days. Don't cry yourself. Actually, go ahead and cry yourselves to sleep. I don't know why I'd tell you not to. Cry yourselves to sleep. Try to pull yourself back together again so we can get cooked again on Tuesday. Hopefully, between now and Tuesday, Bud will be fired, and we'll have to have some kind of emergency podcast to talk about it and who we can get and whatnot. Suns lose! Suns lose! I crashed out earlier. The season's over. This is Booker and Durant's last 7 games.